Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Okay. Good morning, Nevermorians! I am your host, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WMTF, Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others, as well as the Big Stumpy Robot Slime of books and games. And, of course, Hates and Hellfire. Dark Secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, plucky reporter, cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. We are, as always, made possible with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. Well, I have had a problem, so we're going to start with my accountability. My accountability is my cats, whom I love, got into my study. And upon clearing my table of things that they did not want up there, cast aside my stylus. It has been flung somewhere into the madness that is my room. I'm supposed to be doing an art stream without a pen, essentially. That is a brand new one. I sat down. Just gonna have some nice little breakfast. I still have one of my little sausages left. Haven't you got my truth bar? Sit down, and my stylus is not where it's supposed to be. So I'm sitting here going, well, that's odd. I will calmly look around for it. I am no longer calm. My calm has been damaged. So I know what I will be doing during the commercial breaks and periodically as I stream. However, that does not mean I am not going to be able to entertain. It just means I am colossally annoyed. Okay. Given that that is going on, I will have my entertainment. But what is my accountability? Well, my accountability is, amongst other things, yesterday was a day of work. I was working my bum off, cleaning and sorting uh, Nerf darts, which that does not sound like a major endeavor, but I assure you, from the bottom of my black little heart, it is with the number of Nerf darts that I have on any given point. So, I've been looking over and into those. To my undying frustration, however, this will not stop me. I'm not sure. I really do not want to attempt to do drawing with my mouse. I am capable of doing drawing with my mouse. It would be bothersome. However, I am fully capable of being bothered. So we shall see what madness incurs as I go about my efforts. Sorry, I'm trying to sneak up on it. They also knocked my sticky notes over, which I find quite annoying. That being said, it is Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. We are going to try to triumphantly overcome the shenanigans that life has decided to shenanigize. Shenanigize? Shenanigize. Anyway, I know things can be stressful, and I know things of late have been bothersome. But the trick is a mix of absolute and insane dedication to your art, whatever your art is, and no. That would be me having placed my hand on top of my computer and powering off midstream. So, it's been a while since my series of events has hit this level of absurdity. But 2 minutes of black won't hurt my viewership too much. You guys are a sturdy pot. Nick will be finger painting today. Well, improvisation may happen. I may require duct tape. Let me see. Because worst comes to worst, I can just do some regular drawings. I can grab a pencil and paper and do this stuff called drawing. I am fully capable of doing analog because I am not AI. Now, while we are letting the improbability field just spin up, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one because I know that days that start out this absurd, and really, it really is quite absurd, usually turn out to be great stories, or at the very least, and I'll worry about where that went later, it rescales my plans for the day. It lets me look at things from a different angle and makes me appreciative of when the days go well. Because sometimes they don't. Now, do we stop? Do we give up? Do we say, F this stuff, I'm out? No. No. We keep going. We keep striving. We keep trying. We make something happen out of nowhere. Oh, yes. Oh, you guys will be laughing hysterically at this. And that's good. That's what we need in this time of WTF. I could be raging. I could be banging around, throwing my arms up in the air. And I'm sure it would be catharsis. But instead, I'm going to just keep on plugging. And probably today or tomorrow, redoing my screen door in chicken wire to prevent feline intrusions while I am not in here to supervise. And that's okay. Because that's the core of what we're about here. That's the bread and butter, the soul of what happens on Nevermind the Furthermore, is we faceplant dramatically. And when we do not take ourselves so seriously as not to laugh. Because realistically, the only way to deal with these sorts of things is humor. And I fortunately have been blessed with an abundance of humor. See, this is what happens when I get a night's sleep. I got a solid 8 hours on my machine. I came in, I was calm, got set up, and realized my stylus is out. But that doesn't mean I'm incapable of broadcasting. Excuse me, I'm going to have to mute myself for a second here. Oh, they moved everything around there. We're back. Now, I'm not going to let this stop me. So, today's been interesting, and it's going to get better. It's going to get better because I refuse to allow it to do anything but get better. Nope, that's a regular pen. Anyway, how are your writings going? It is officially today, 1 month from StompCon. We are 1 month away from the glory. Let me just hide this. And I have to put BCam away too for just a moment, sorry. Of a free tabletop gaming indie event that will be my usual level of professional. Relatively shenanigan free. He says laughingly, look, guys, you know it's going to be a good time. I'm planning tables. There's a beautiful trophy. All sorts of exquisite fun is going on. And we, as our dear, dear friends, are going to all profit. People are going to come. Kids are going to have fun. Things will be for sale, including a table of Nerf guns. Yes, folks, I will be selling off some of the Nerf guns that are not really suitable for the programs that I host. What makes a Nerf gun possibly not suitable? Well, it may be a Pro Blaster. That means it hits over about 100 feet per second. That's not going to be something I want to, possibly have the little kids have access to because it's not safe. But that doesn't mean I don't pick them up at a steal what I'm getting, and that they don't sometimes get donated. So the plan will be sell them, take that money, use it to buy more Nerf blasters. Along with assorted art projects and my lovely books, my wife's lovely books, Trelena's lovely books. Trelena has a book? Trelena should have a book. Is she done with her book? No. Have I not been harassing Trelena enough about her books? I say as I burble her the name of one of my best friends. We're going to have to see. But Rich is going to be there selling his rings. I have to reach out to confirm BKM and a few others. So there's some surprises. It's going to be a good one. Not quite sure what all's coming down the pipe because these things always kind of coalesce to the last month, no matter how much effort I put into it. I will be speaking with the radio people and the newspaper people and trying to get where folks can have a good time and know about it. I will again invite the local game shop to see if they will come out. I need to reach out to, or see if I can hear back from Adrian, see if she's coming out. We will see. But it will be a good time, and that's what's important. Especially in this day and age and era, we need good times. We need to bring joy to the world that we can affect. And what I can affect usually is some artistical shenanigans, some randomized merriment, and access to the Green Kitchen, which is like the Green Room, but far more reachable. Now, I have prattled for about 20 minutes, give take. I'm going to run Joe's ad. We're going to drop into the comments. And while I'm running Joe's ad, I will be crawling around looking for the dang blaster. So I will see you all. Oh, I got to bring Brian back. Hold on. I don't want to hurt his feelings. There we go. BKM is back. He's back again. Now, let's just run this, and we'll be right back after the kind of shenanigans you only get here. Woo! yes, I am still here. And in a moment, I will be showing you guys your comments because you guys are far more interesting than I am. Although today, it would seem I'm fairly interesting. I was working on the theory of limited range. If one of the little lovely darlings grabbed it when they knocked everything else over, I am not going to find it. Okay. But I found a pencil and I found several other things I've been looking for. But that doesn't belong there. Go. Well, no, I don't want to break that. Let's put that way. Okay. People wonder why I am the way I am. Situations like this are it. So, as we get past the realms of basic sanity and get into the realms of more colorful madness, I will have to continue to slowly expand my search. But let's get into the comments and see what you guys are on today. First through the door is Joe Bachman. Hello, Joe. Got a lot to do today, so dropping my like now. Okay, cool. We appreciate that. There will be an Indie CD Creatives at play tonight. The usual bat time, usual bat channel. I'll set the link up later today. Rock on there. Accountability. See Monday's show for accountability. Too much. You do too much. Later, folks. Bye, Joe. I hope to see you around. Malware bites. Unless you can protect me from the Nick field, you need to stop bugging me. Okay. Let's see. Have a great one, Joe. I will not be because you're playing nurse. Yeah, we heard you're playing nurse, Foxy. And while we lament that you will not be around, a great many of us are probably contemplating, there's some words, the choice of attire you use while doing that. Morning all. I have got a rather late psych appointment since it's my yearly in person, but I should be back at plenty of time for the show. And such a show has it been. Hope everyone is okay, Foxy. Let's see. Thesis's mom is having some minor surgery, and knows I do the aftercare thing well. Always do the aftercare thing well. Now, back to where we are. Yep. And Thesis's mom is having, we covered that. And hey, Donna. And hey, Foxy. And hey, Trelane. And hey, anyone I didn't hey. As you can see, today is the kind of day where the rope gets just a little frayed. Hi, Donna. Hey, Donna. Hope it's something minor, Foxy. I am too. Should be only a couple days, so that helps. That really is kind of you. Hello, everyone here and those who already left. Yes. Good morning, Grant. Grant, throw your link in the chat. Also, our good friend Brian Rodman. Thank you, Grant. You reminded me because I'm always plugging your Kickstarters. Brian Rodman has an audiobook that he is crowdfunding. The Great Pilgrim, very Star Wars meets the Book of Enoch. Gravitas. Good read, but Gravitas. You guys will probably find it very interesting. as soon as I get the ad where it needs to be, I will have that up. Probably for the secondary art show I'll be doing at some point, either today or tomorrow. Let's see, what else do we have going on? We've got comment dumps. Hold on. And are we there yet? No. Wow. Okay. Nice to know you guys are enjoying it. I'll miss the Monday show. Do doctor appointment. Oh no, I'm sorry, Carl. Hey, Grant and Carl. And that happens. And throw your links in, Grant. And Trey, good job this morning. You know why. Also, my humor group post is for you. Oh my. Accountability. Saving my energy for vacuuming while Donna is out. Yesterday, our new washer got delivered. I'm not even hooking it up until later. That's fair. Good morning. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Hermione is here and will supplant my keyboard soon. I'm sure, so I may not chat much. That's fine. And good morning, Dan. Hi, Dan. And before I go, headphones or earpods warning. Hello. Hey, Dan. I will at least try to be in the chat for Creatives at Play. Like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. Hey, Donna. How you doing? Callie is making industrial biscuits on my stomach. Ooh. And Aiden. And Botrix is correctly joined the channel. And sometimes I miss having cats, but Thesis is like very allergic to them. So I get pups which don't bother me as much. Oh, I'm very allergic to cats. I'm ridiculously so. And it's worse because I found dust piles while attempting to find my stylus. But we all do the things we do for the ones we love. Speaking of, Indigo's blanket half buried under the blankets on Thesis's side of the bed. Oh, nice to replace. You're now safe to replace your headphones. And only a month away from StompCon. Yes, and I can't wait. Slips like in the like slot. That stylus is now a cat toy, probably under a chair or sofa. Nick will be finger painting today. Oops, Nick Field strikes again. That bang didn't sound good. Now Nick's frozen. Oh no, Nick, hop in. We can wait him out, I hope. Yep, weeks from now, we shall laugh at this day. Right now, it's laugh or cry. Given the pain I'm in, I'm choosing to laugh. Good morning, all. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, Chris. And yes, it's the best medicine. Chris, check the window for the missing stylus. No, I mean, that's a good idea, but no, nothing window-based for said missing stylus, which is a little tragic. Hey, Chris. Hi, Chris. Morning. Hi, Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Dawn. You must watch the beginning of the show later. Shenanigans aplenty. Shenanigans aplenty. Cat shenanigans. Okay, the drawing stylus. Finger paint. That's what I said. Everyone wants to see me finger paint. Callie just came in and knocked my pen off in cat sympathy. Oops. He's upset they can't jump on top of the bookshelf. Too many cigar boxes up there. Oh, no. Hate that I won't be able to attend StompCon, as I was previously committed to Outside Con at the same. It happens. It is such a huge venture for you to come out here. It is absolutely heroic of you, and I'd appreciate the thought. And you know what? We need to run an ad anyway, so Wheel of Ads, turn. Who has a lesson we should learn? You know what? Let's just rock out.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Well, back to the comments. They knocked everything. They raved in here. Okay. Feline rave. Now, as the battle continues, we will go. This is usually the time someone pops in going, just what is this show? And let's see, we understand Churro. And how dare you clutter the perch, Carl? It was on purpose, Foxy. Wise. Hey, and Squee, and greetings. Yes, hello, Dawn. And by the way, Dawn is the creator of her fashionable felines, of which I did some art. Here they are. Buddy and Georgette. You may read about them on Facebook. And let's see. Let's see. I figured, LOL. And I've got a lot of organizing done on my desk. Clutter decluttered, missing objects found, etc. Took delivery of 4 railroad ties, a sheet of decking plywood, and nails for the nail gun yesterday. That sounds fun. Boo! Ah! Churro, don't do that. Hi, Churro. How are you, dear? Hey, Churro, I was thinking about you today. Hi, Foxy. And Carl loved the little clippy picture. Hey, Churro. Donna. Nick. Pro tips. Nice. Put a short nylon stocking at the end of the tube of a shop vac to clean. That way, the vacuum won't suck up stylus or darts. Indeed. Office looks different. I'm going to assume maybe you moved rooms. No, I'm actually cleaning. And I was making progress, but the cats snuck in last night and had a rave. And I knew I heard something bang, but I'm like, dang, it's the cats. I didn't realize it was them ransacking my office, so I don't have my stylus for the show today. Which is giving me absolute, school flashbacks. And I am not here for that. But that's okay. I decided I needed a deck on barn for table sawing and miter sawing longboards. I have to build roller carts for those to sleep in the barn and come out and play. Well, that makes sense. Cat attack, Churro. Oh, fun. That checks. Was it the ginger one? Probably both of them. Good idea, Dan. Great progress, too. Ooh, have funsies with that chair. Carl said it. Funsies. Funsies. Oh, I auto-corrected. You're fine. Chair. Yeah, that's a cat toy by now. Oof, Chain Reaction just sent K-Cups across the kitchen. Apparently it's the day for it. Yes, shenanigans! Oh dear, I don't want that sort of day. And another squeeze. Still less destruction than the flooding on I-24 in Chattanooga last evening. I saw the videos. That's terrifying. Oof, I just love that picture of Georgette and Buddy. I may have did a chaos squeeze during the raining of coffee. It happens. Oh no, Chris, will it be fixed by Halocon? Doing good. Still down in South Carolina. Yesterday went to the beach and it was lovely. I envy you. FY. Luck of the Irish. Pouty face. Ooh. Churro, the Clippy is protesting against the software companies that force you to use AI and change your user agreements after you buy software. Indeed. It should be poor drainage, might even be no drainage. Video on the United Weather Network, among other places. Even better, Carl. Sadly, I have to go early. I have a class in 10 minutes. See you all. Oh, have a nice day, Churro. Well, all right. Let's run an ad and we'll get down to business old school. Let's see if the old man still has it in it. We need an Ed by Churro, and I'm gonna miss Churro. I'm always happy when Churro's in the chat. She's one of my favorite people. Let's run Foxy's ad.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
All right, we're gonna just try. First step, we're gonna try to mouse this guy around. So please be merciful. All the drawings I am doing are mouse based. 1 second. We need. That's Minecraft. If this keeps going, this level of chaos, I'm going to turn this into a Minecraft stream. I want to warn you guys. Entire screen? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Well, let's kick the tires and have. Wow. And that's what happens when I select the wrong screen. Stop screen. We'll try that again. There we go. Alrighty. And we will do a new one. And we'll keep it to our usual. And yes, I'm sharing. Please go away. And we will hit time lapse. And I will remind you, everything is being done with a mouse at this point to prove that I can. Because I am a staggering amount of stubborn right now. So let's start with the airbrush tool. And we need a big one. Because at least the first picture. Oh, we need music, don't we? I'm starting with quitting time because that's the kind of day I'm having. Where are we? There we go. And let's see. Nitro, take care. I will investigate alternate routes to Pelican. The exception really shouldn't be an issue. October is the driest month of the year in this area. Pelican is at the very end of it. Cool. Let's go here. We will grab a nice airbrush, and I will just have to take big strokes. I know, not the break room. That's fine. We can do this, and we'll keep the strokes nice and even. This really does, I'm using the vertical mouse, which I've not done for this sort of thing in a long time. This really, really feels like I am spray painting. It has a lot of that mechanical memory. It's like very, very tight spray paint work, which I did. Nah. Yeah, oh yeah, don't you love when coffee attacks? There we go. And September and October are usually the biggest rain months. It might be strong enough. If the coffee bites back, it might be strong enough. There we go. And yes, the universe is being just a little bit. We're going to make it work better. Well, if it didn't cause any burns, I thought it was still in the K-cups. Let's find a nice bright gray. Let's find a nice heavy. And we'll just do a very simple Milton. We'll align that. I realize we're on the wrong layer. That's okay. There, now we should be relatively safe. I don't want to be merged with the top. Come on. There we go. Get a nice little mountain going. Nice little mountain going. Now, because I don't have adaptable pressure, I can't use some of the features I normally use. Only to add big layer. There we go. Get that nice mountain set up. And that's okay. Because we're not going to let something as silly as everything running amok stop us. It just doesn't work that way. It's been a long, long time since I've done this, but I used to do it on paint, so I know the technique still holds. Now, I am deliberately not trying to use tool tricks to cover up what's working and what isn't. I want this to be as real an accidental challenge as possible. And Chris Walker's saying winter is very important for rain in my area. It's very dry. If it is very dry, we're likely experiencing a drought by early summer. If we don't get rain in the winter, we don't get usually enough later on. Well, that's seriously, seriously unpleasant. We're just blocking this in. Right now it looks very cell shaded. And I am kind of okay with that. See? So, we can only learn to improve if we face our challenges boldly. Now, where is my... This is what's going. There we go. There we go. Well, you want to get rowdy? Get rowdy. See, you guys don't know it. I don't know if you can see the grin that is spreading across my face. Because what's gone from a oh my god, everything isn't going well, has been reshaped into something else. A challenge. Do I think I can actually pull this off this way? Oh. So yes, if we don't get that, we usually don't later on. Okay. There's been a request. Hold on. And we're right back to it. So, yes, I'm looking forward to StopCon. I have a lot of things I want done. Now, I know I am past the potential due date to get anything printed from Amazon. So, I won't be featuring new books on Amazon, printed off from Amazon. That doesn't mean I won't have anything new. After all, it's me. And sometimes It's the, ah, well, that's not going like planned. How are we going to adapt? How are we going to accomplish what we want? I need a much bigger smudge here. Let's see, can I get bigger smudge? Yeah, that works. I think it's important that we grasp the opportunities that misfortune occasionally grants us. I'm not trying to be toxically positive because, it sucks and it would be healthy to be annoyed when things don't work out. But sometimes these happy little accidents, this happy little chaos allows us to be better. And I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of really okay with things not quite doing what I want right now. Because if I wasn't, what am I going to do? Now, honestly, just drawing on paper would be probably easier if I could get my camera to sit at the angle I want. But I need a different rig than I have set up right now. And that tells me I need to get a different rig set up. I mean, not for now, but for next time. Oh, your leaves are already starting to turn? Oh. Yeah. Now, this is working some different joints and things that I've worked in a while, but that's okay. Because, oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. And I switched back to my airbrush tool because I wanted a soft overlay to just sort of shadowize some of these larger areas. That last couple was a little too excessive. Hold on. There we go. Maybe something I can control a little better. Yeah. Man, this is taking me back. Whoop! Got a little rowdy with that flip. That's what happens when my hand spasms. Usually, I can get off the pen tip up before anyone notices that. But that's okay. I shared in the Secret Humor group a clip that absolutely delighted me, wherein someone took the Rumpus Room scene from Tremors and added the audio to the old Mentos commercials. And I think it was fabulous. Oh, Control-Z is absolutely our friend. Not yet. Summer's still going strong, but rain. We should make it. Ooh, maybe you could get some footage of that. I'd love to see it. Situations have limited my travel of late, and it is starting to annoy me. We had an absolute. Oh, you know what I bet happened? I know what happened. there was an absolute boomer of a thunderstorm last night, I bet the cats got spooked, would snuck in here and panicked, which means they could have whipped that thing anywhere. Okay. And yes, the reality of being 1 month away from my convention where I want to do more art and things and having my stylist gone fits. But yes, the weather does make things kind of different. I just want this nice kind of glowing feel. So we're going to work on that. Now we all know that as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to find my stylist. I mean, that's a given, right? I am sorry it's taking so long. Because I'm a bit slow. But it's also, again, it's nice to be out of it. And even if I only get one picture done, the cover for Monday, I will consider it something of a minor victory. There we are. Yeah. Now let's add another layer. And let's go to our good buddy, pointillism. The lazy artist's best friend. Because we got a good middle-ish tone. That's not bad. Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That's just hitting like I need. Let's just do a bit more here. Nah. No. That's not. Right brush, wrong placement. There. And now I may do something over there, but this wasn't going right. This. Shake it. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, this is a shapey shape. There we go. Do that. And I realized I got out of order again, but that's okay. Because then I can come over here. Not much lighter, is it? Oh, okay. I have to remember, since I don't have the pressure sensitivity, the colors are working just a little different than what I am used to, which is fine. Just have to feel it out. There we go. So yes, you guys, I will probably be doing a secondary art stream or arting during creatives at play if I find my stylist. Gosh, I will order another one, which will make my old stylist reappear. That is forcing me to remember big motion wrist control. That's okay too. This mountain scene going here. Slightly thicker brush. There we go. Just fattening it out a bit. Oh my gosh, pointillism is amazing. Actual pointillism is incredible. and I do love how it works. But that's too big. Needs to be a bit smaller. There we go. Not bad. This reminds me of back when the battle days when my hands weren't working. I had to relearn how to draw because the nerves of my hands were extremely damaged. Well, they are extremely damaged. But you start to get a feel for it. It will take your time. You should take what you should. Do that like that. I like that. I like that interpretation. Just gonna fuzz this a bit. That's really not that bad. That's the trick. And pointillist was the only way I could draw a thing that looks decent. Well, we could actually, I could sit, again, once I have my stylus, and go back over or pen and pencil in the top-down camera angle. I can go back over basic drawing techniques. Anyone can learn to draw and anyone can improve. They just have to be willing to put in the time to do it. And I absolutely adore. That is a very statement color, isn't it? I love it, don't get me wrong. It's a great color. It's not the method I thought it, not the feeling I thought it was going to be. There we go. Now, do I want to attempt figure drawing like this? I don't know. That could be rough. That might be beyond me at the current moment. Then again, as soon as I say something like that, I am immediately sickened by my cowardice. And I cannot abide cowardice myself for any length of time. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Now we just need to pull it down. And let it pulse a bit. I like how it's stolen just a little bit of the orange. A little bit. Oh, this needs too dark to come back over. There we go. I'm just going to pull this along. Get what this is. It needs to be done. See, this part's where it gets a little more comfortable because for me, this is less drawing and more sculpture. Often some of these hard ones. Just pull it around, do what I need to do. Used to wear out expensive art pen college foils. Yeah, but your foils was amazing. I am just using a little bit of higgity-piggity trickery and buffoonery. Chicanery, even. There we go. Get the effect going on. That's really not bad. And I know I keep telling myself that. It's almost like I'm giving myself, encouragement. But sometimes you need to. A couple, you can get surprisingly good art pens at very, very cheap at Dollar General of all places. There we go. How do we like that? Does that look bioorganic at all? That's really not bad. A bit more. There. And that's the real joy. The real joy of when things go boing is going, okay, and then oops, wrong brush, right color, wrong brush. No, that overcame everything that I just did. Well, it's a little too hard to be that hovering. There we go. Light shining through it. Okay. Not quite. It's these edges that are problematic. It's a little bit different texture. Oh, some texture in my work. Yeah. And then the neat thing is I can go later, and by the way, yeah, I did that with my mouse. My stylus was unlockable. And I'm all about the drag factor. I mean, sometimes you just gotta put it in, You gotta earn the drag factor. And yes, this is a staggering amount of work for. Oh, cool! Shoot. Cartography. Cartography is definitely an art form. Okay. A little too same. Let's do something with that. Oh, that's not take that away from me, but I'm okay with the gig line. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. But where are we getting? Let's see. Let's see. There's some graphs going over here. A bit like this. Whoa. listen here. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Now we're good. I admit to being a bit spoiled by access to the different pressure variants, but I think I'm going to take a stretch here, get something to drink, and have a beverage break. So I'm going to run a commercial. I hope you guys don't mind. Let's see. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't think so. Whew. This really is working my wrist. But this isn't a bad one. It feels like it needs something more mid-ground feeling, and I haven't quite figured out what I want to do in the mid. Okay. Yep. I know what I'm going to do. Hold on. I'm going to add a layer in the mid-ground. We'll start. Let's do some reds. Let's do some reds. Yeah, I'll just paint over anything I don't like. Like so. Swirl in some, keep it semi-delicate. There we go. See, for me, it's best if art has at least 3 layers, a mid-ground, a foreground, and a background. It helps. Now, see, my problem here is shape. Everything's a little too samey. So what I need to do is break, there we go. Break that. And that suddenly gives it the sense that this goes on farther. We like that, I think. Subtle lighter. And we're just, I'm going to do all the red trees, and then I'll block a bunch of it with yellow and other different colors. Maybe some green. But... and then we'll just... And yes, what you're seeing here actually is a pointillism gradient. I willingly did a gradient. I know, it's terrifying. But, give me a second, I'll get the music back on for you guys. By setting up a gradient like this, I can play with where the sun is actually shining from. And one thing I like is that there's the almost furry, petable texture to it. I think I'm listening to the same song for a bit. I should change the commercial. I may change it the next one. So, do that. I want to match yellow right here. I want to keep the shape just a little different. I want it to have And we'll leave that yellow. So there we are. There we go. And now we'll zoom in. We'll get this thick oil paint back. I know this pen well. I'll do this. One or two branches out. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. We're not chiminal. I can do some chiminal guys. Lots of forky trees. How does that look? Alrighty. Now it's starting to feel like there's actually something going on. So, feels like, oh, I know what it needs. Never mind. The Furthermore. Save as. Mouse. Mountains. Mouse challenge. See, if I say it like that, I'll figure it out later. Challenge. There we go. Now we'll export a PNG of this. Cool. Yeah. And we will go here. And we will never be further more. And we'll start next week with the 18th floor. Now this feels like it's one where a big Nevermind the Furthermore is appropriate. It just has that kind of. So we're gonna keep this like so. And then we'll export single layer JPEG. NTF 81825, and we are absolutely done. Oh, we got some comments. Absolutely, sir. It absolutely looks like Mount Doom in a Mount Fuji setting. Well, maybe it's after. Nick, I did a great That wrong part, God. Relaxed. Just fix that. Hold on, I got it. I'm surprised that your cats aren't domestic. Oh. Okay. The gradient. Nick, is that you? Yes, I'm fully capable of it. And yes, the vacuum of heck will be visiting my home too. In vengeance. Hey, what? No! So, we've got that one. Let's see. Do something else? And now for something else. Actually, let's take a minute. Stop the music. Stop the presses! And we will run an ad. What ad shall we run? Let's run Amy Hells. I haven't run Amy Hells in a while. Okay. We are, file, time lapse record. Man, let's get some music. Let's get some highly energetic particles boogie. And we're not messing around on this one. I'm going to have to do this way to get the cards I want. Okay. That's done. Let's go. Airbrush. For the color I want. Eventually, sure. Let's go. Let us go. Top. Oh yeah, this is great thing. Do this. Just lightly close it. There we go. Nope. Well, and I need a wider brush. We are just cracking on because we do not play around with these. having no mercy is really, really rough with this, but we're making it work. It's just a matter of really, really good. No, we'll work on it. That's how I do it. After like an example from the mid functions, get the color from ha ha ha. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yoink, 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 yoink. Yeah, let's do a bit of this real good. Just to lighten that situation. Yeah. Now, the magenta again. Welcome back. Does that out? Yeah. I'll cut this in. It's all about just getting what you need layered where it needs to be. And having absolutely no qualms about being absolutely vicious. So, now we can take a much lighter one. Is this another case of sunglasses with my glasses off? Absolutely it is. But sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that sense. Let's see, my size is off just a bit. There we go. We'll get there. Maybe not normally, but we will get there. Here we go, multiply, let not multiply. We're going to take a very light gray because I don't trust anything we say. Yeah. Start adding a floofiness underside of the cloud. Slightly darker tint. Let's go. We can walk this just a bit. Wow! Extreme zoom out. Get back over here. Don't know what happened there, but extreme zoom out. And another layer of left mode multiply. Fill. Only added in here. Actually, let's go dark with this because I want to be able to really play. Okay, now we're playing. Now I have absolute control. He wears his sunglasses so he can see the La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The sun spends a lot of time rising over Pride Rock, but you ever notice how little time it spends setting over Pride Rock? Just a thought. Just a thought experiment. Yes. There we go. This may take a couple layers to get how I want it again. That's okay. Kind of like that. Found 4 steerable wheels with brakes for some old flat pack furniture that we decided not to wheel. 2 per. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Dan. That's got all sorts of great wheels. Now we're going to take this, make this one like it. Fine, let's just double layer it. I'll find where I want it. Okay, there we go. Let's do this again. Nope. I'm just keep doing this until I get it how I want to look. Because it keeps giving depth of range and color. Which is, if you watch this live like you are, it looks like the sun is actually kind of setting because it gets darker and darker. Oh, that's getting to be almost an acceptable background layer. Let's go. So let's add one more layer, blend mode normal. Quick oil paint. Black. Okay. Good. I keep finding myself trying to reach for the styles where it's supposed to be, and really being annoyed that it's not right there. That one got a little rowdy. That's acceptable. There, it's acceptable. It's still acceptable. I need to do a little bit of cleanup there. And then we'll just go right back to where we were, and I'll patch that little bottom spot. I think this is coming out pretty good. Could I use the straight line tool? Absolutely. But would that help me evaluate what I can and can't do when my hands aren't working right? No. Angle slightly off and it drives me bonkers. If decluttering is what I get to work on as a sign of, hey Nick, can't find your stylus. Now I'll probably, like Charles said, I'll probably find it under the couch. But nope, the angle's still not right. Okay. That very good. There we go. I like that. Now we're going to go to what has been our buddy this whole time, the point of the brush. And we're going to do this. Yeah, I like that. Oh, thank you. That. I'm really tempted just to like. See, the thing with the using the mouse is I'm not where I need to be. Can I read? Let me check something. Let me just check something. I know this sounds odd, but I'm trying to. That sounded breaky. Did I break something? Maybe. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot more accurate. I always drift to the right. Fine, that's not reading nice enough. It's hopping. Okay, there we go. Move that back down. Go ahead, make a mess. You're at the point where messes occur. Do this. that. I'm going to come in here. Oh no. This garbage right here. No. Yeah, one more layer just to go and do this stuff. Yeah. Nope. That's it. Not bad. I think this is working out, and like I thank you guys for your patience. I just need to round that one piece back off just a bit. Which this is not. I'm not using the right pen for this. That's part of my problem. I need more control. Why not have? That's not bad. That is really not that bad. Ah, wrong button. And by doing it in staggered, you get the light to fuzz and be just mildly uncomfortable. Which is how streetlights basically are. They're mildly uncomfortable. That's not bad. That's not bad. I do. Should I even? I can always hit the undo button. Nice. We will say that mouse challenge street lamp strut. Okay. And I'm going over here. Actually, we'll go over here. Put that here. Let's just export the candy. I want one. There we go. Oh, now I can go. Thank you guys. I know I've been quiet trying to sort. I have to focus a little harder than I normally would. And it's taking a little longer in some aspects. But we're getting some decent artwork. We will say export PNG, right? Not PNG, export. I didn't export the other time around, did I? That's okay. Clear this. We are going to say NTF. 8:20. Oh, it's getting so close to my birthday. 25. And then we go boom. And then we go boom. Since I have one more to do. Alrighty. I will set the time lapse up so I don't forget that. And we'll stop the music for a minute. And we will go. And we will run. I think I've run that. I am looking to see. I am trying to check something that I will check in a moment. What are we doing? What are we doing for this last picture? That's not the right color. Let's see. Nope. Nope. That'll have to work. Okay. Yeah. I can do that. I am going to force myself to suffer for a second. Yeah, but just a second. I just needed a size reference, so we're going to take this down to gray. There we go. I should be able to do something like this. And something like that. We are going to see what I can do. Now that I'm a little warmed up, with just the mouse, because my stylus is still gone. I haven't been frantically looking around every commercial break to try to see if I can fix this at all. Nope, Not at all. So we're just going to keep this very easy, very simple, very garbage-like. Ah! We'll fix this in the inks. I just needed something to work with. I will tell you, my wrist is absolutely feeling it today, and that's okay too. Let's just blob this down and blob this down like so. What else? What do we got going on? That's that big? Okay. I told myself, oh, at least I'm not figure drawing. So now, of course, I have to try to do figure drawing at the end just to see what I can pull out of nowhere. Now, I am, again, not using my cheatery brushes too much. Too much. Let's see if we can do that. No. Okay, here we go. Bam. Do this, move that down, and over to about there. Okay. Not much of a move, but it's a move. Yeah, tricks I can do. I know that was shady. Not too shady. That's the point. Just gonna keep this to this. That chin is a little too sharp. That line isn't though. Well, that's a bit better. Nice round character. If not friend, why friend shaped? Okay, her hair still feels boring to me. Oh, okay. Try to give her a little hat. No, I don't want to give her a little hat. It's not that kind of hat. Let's see if I go. Maybe I can get the effect I'm looking for. Maybe I can't. I don't know. But I'm trying. Okay, now we're going over here, here, that. I know. I'm not inking. I don't need to worry about closing my stuff. But at the same time, I'll do this, and I'll do this. Oh, did I time lapse? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Good on me. Okay, right now we're just gonna figure this whole shebang out. Do that, do that, ring there. Not bad. A little cloak ring, that's nice. Not at all what I planned to draw today, but not too bad. It's just the pencil layer. That'll do. Not bad. There's going to be a lot more zooming because I have to have the control and I need bigger spaces. Yeah, decluttering is always a challenge, especially for me. Shockingly, I declutter when I can't find things. I know that surprises all of you. Man, I don't like that. No. Oh, can I get rid of this line now? Yeah, I can get rid of this line. Cool. So it's actually going on. It's just about. Maybe I should have done a Minecraft stream. Yeah, we'll see. I hope you guys are still doing your work, you know? I don't like the lighting. I'll do the lighting a different way. What do I want to do with this character? What else does she need? And yes, I know, but she's not meant to be perfect. She is holding shapes for me. Let's see. Well, let's try inking her, and we'll just see what happens. Actually, if I go here, if I go here, okay, not too bad. We can make this work. I just have to go so painfully slow. But it gives me a chance to prove to at least some folks that us old relics of the mouse era can still bang out a picture or two. I like that? Not at all, do I? Okay, I will just make this into big motions on tiny details, working my arm as much as possible. Because a huge amount of getting consistent lines is being able to do it in a large motion with just your arm. So, let's see. Do I like that? I don't know. Nope. Don't like that though. That nose got away from me. That nose got quit getting away from me. I drew this line. It shouldn't be this annoying. There we go. Oh yeah, not bad. Still got a case of the droopy eye. I tend to have one eye droop. It's one of my flaws. Well, let's fix it, shall we? Let's do this. I hope the eye looks less droopy in post. Let me come back down here and pull this way down. There we go. And now, maybe it's not as droopy as I thought it was. Wrong layer, wrong layer. No, I want that light layer back. There we go. And we'll go back here. Yeah, like she has a head tilt. That's why she's the droopy eye. That makes more sense. Alright. And after this, I will run my break. Actually, after this, I get to about immediately go into reading a story to Xander, which is a different form of break, I suppose. Let me do this. Ah. Come here like this. This I can play with because I really don't like the shape. There'll be a lot of reshaping things in just a second. Oh, this is just bringing back the old and hoary days of how I used to have to draw. Come on, use your arm. Nope. Or just completely miss. We can miss two. Missing two happens. Missing two happens. Take away one. Still can't believe they defunded PBS. The Swine Hearts. What kind of lowly base creature defunds PBS? That's not political. That's simply an overt truth that defunding PBS was a dick move. And there's no reason for it. I mean, unless you want the population to be even stupider. Oh, wait. How did I get that line so nice? Let's just zoom way forget. Oh, someone is messaging me. I wonder who. Probably the FBI. Nick, your stylus. It's under your desk. Don't worry about it. How would you know where my stylus is? Agent Jones goofed up last night. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Alrighty, we're almost done with one chunk. There we go. Now, as elected for my sanity, I am thinking she definitely has black hair. So that I can theoretically just go boom. Nope, that's not the fill bucket. That's the fill bucket. Boom. Not bad. It needs a little shaping, but I can see it better now. Oh, that's the sound of bones going back together. Nice. That's a good thing. Oh, that's a wire. Apparently, the power cord to my tablet was loose, and it just blinked out for a second. I don't know if that showed up on camera. But do that. And here, do just a little bit of that. That's fine. There we go. Now we're getting something. Many of you don't know this, but yesterday I woke up convinced that yesterday was today. To the point where I took my Wednesday med. I was all set up and I nearly launched the stream. I was about 30 seconds from launching the stream before I caught myself. So this week has been just a little off. However, There we go. However, we don't let it stop us. It can annoy us. We can curse. We can rage if we have to. But we don't ever stop. Because the second we give up, they win. And you can pick whoever they needs to be. They can be, your haters. They can be the people who you don't like. Doesn't matter. But they win. And we don't want that. So we're not going to let that happen. Okay. Ooh. Not terrible. Again, not terrible for not doing, not being what it is. Okay. Now we can get rid of that line. Scale, if this is 4. If I go 8, it's really going to go, yep, real dark. Look. My upstroke just isn't there. I know. Nick, if it's hurting you, you should stop. And I will when I am done. Because this is too. It has annoyed me. Which is a character flaw I have. That once I am annoyed, I become incredibly stubborn. And as such, once I've reached the line of incredibly stubborn, even my wife, who usually can tell me what to do whenever she feels the need to, knows, nothing is going to happen. Nope, nothing is going to happen because Nick's stubborn button has been hit. Just let it go for a while. Let's see, what else does she need? What else does she need? Let's see. I keep reaching for my stylus, and it's not there. Okay. Put some trees. Let's give her a tree. And because I didn't let off right, I get to give her start over. We'll give her a little tree. And we'll come down here. And we'll give her the branch right there. And we'll keep it in the black and white motif for the moment, which means hit the fill, boom. There we go. Come back here. Give her another little tree over here. Like so. And we're going to boom. This is giving just the start of a little bit of tension now, a little bit of story to it, because that's what you need when things don't work. You need to not be afraid to come in and make some adjustments. I also realized something. I need to come back here and go. There we go. Yep. Now we're getting there. Yeah, little hellions. Yeah, let's do this like so. So I can go. Boom. What else do we want to do here? Maybe not a lot else. Maybe we just keep it simple. Do a little bit of that. Maybe we have that. Doesn't have to be overtly excessive, just enough to tell the story. Wow. And considering I am running well and truly out of hand functionality, maybe we need to step up the game just a touch because of the angles I'm working at. A little bit of this. It's not right, but it's almost done. And I'll redo this whole character later because she deserves better treatment. But sometimes what you gotta do is what you have on hand. Well, not bad. I have to look back and go, this might annoy me because it's not perfect. But the me that was doing this many, many years ago would absolutely be losing his stuff to be able to pull off something like this. This easy. Wrong button. Oh, there we go. What is that one? Ah, classic. Now, while we're here, let's come back to this layer. Let's grab, again, the sorcery. That is the pointillism brush in black. And about 70. This should make it a little more claustrophobic on her. Now we'll come back here. Pointillism brush. You can do some trickeries like this. Whoops. Actually, let's add another layer. Another blend mode multiply, but this way, this layer and that layer I can clean up easier. Just do a bit of this, of this. There we go. Now, if I take my eraser and I go out to a proper size. That's serviceable. That's serviceable because now it's telling, now it's taking an image and it is telling a bit of a story. We have a sense of foreboding. We have a little bit of sense of adventure. Well, I can work with that. Curious, just curious, because there's a reason that erasers exist. Actually, let's try this. Multiply. I want to try something because obviously I can't mess it. Oh. I don't want that color. Something like this. Light. Yes. Now. See, now we're getting somewhere. Oh, that's so good instantly. Because now I can come over here. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like where that went. It's not perfect, but it is a third image. And we are at the point of sometimes you just need a third image. Do I like that? Yeah, because we have a nice gradient. That's 2 for those keeping count. Official gradients. There are several unofficial ones. And we'll do that. Let's see. If I do this and I go add glow. Oh, that did do things. And now we have just a little bit of magic. Ah. Now we have just a little bit of magic. And I think I can work with that. Thank you for sticking around. We will call this one save as mouse challenge. Ghost Witch. No. Ghost Witch self. Spirit Witch. Spirit Witch. And again, another character concept I may revisit. We will export the PNG. And I know I didn't turn the music back on. That's okay. We're going to let that go. And then we are red. Bam. Whew. Never mind the furthermore. There it is. Nope. How's that look? Yeah. That looks better. Whoops. I don't want to lose the end. Hold on. Come here. Thank you. Let's do that. Then we go File, Export, JPEG, NTF 8 22 25. Check this out, guys. Check this out. We have 3 pictures fully set up for the week, completely done on this goofball mouse. And they're almost like, if I didn't tell you I did them goofball mouse, you might not know. I think I'll accept that. I think I will accept that as a victory in spite of absolute disaster. So what we're going to do, we're going to run some ads, and then we're going to wrap this up unless somebody else has something they want to talk about. So who needs an ad? Let's see.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
And that she does have her update.
Welcome, welcome, bunnies. It's Robin Yoda. My Twitch stream has changed. I'm playing Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. If there's any schedule change, I'll let you know by posting on X, Blue Sky, and sometimes Facebook. You can follow all my socials, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, and sign up for my YouTube channel. It's also Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, where I repost all of my streams. So come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Robin Yoda for some awesome streams. And once again, thanks for watching.
And you know what? I think we're just going to run Kat's ad and wrap it up.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yeah, folks, we're all about letting you guys art. We want you to write, to draw, to create, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. Now, I do love you, and I do believe you should love you too. So I'm going to call it here, and then I'm going to destroy my study in search of my tablet, my stylus. Hopefully, I'll be able to let you guys in when that is successfully found. And with that, guys, I love you, and you should too. Toodles.